ways to increase access will likely be funded is largely through private capital, possibly with some matching public funding, but we're probably looking at private companies footing the bill, in part, again, due to the substantial cuts to research from the federal government of the Trump administration over the last year and a half. So speaking of RFK Jr., as was reported by Marijuana Moment and Kyle Yeager, who I can't recommend enough reading if you're looking to read anything about the latest psychedelic policy developments, Marijuana Moment should be the number one place that you're looking to for breaking news. Kyle Yeager documented that RFK Jr.'s appearance on the Joe Rogan podcast last week featured, I think, a little under 10 minutes of conversation about psychedelics in general. It's worth noting that he had said on the Joe Rogan podcast last year, and this was backed up by statements from VA Secretary Doug Collins, as well as a number of other Trump administration officials, that the Trump administration was looking to fast track psychedelic access for veterans within a year. We're now about 8 to 9 months, going on 8 to 9 months removed from those comments. And there's certainly been a lot of uproar from veterans over the last 4 months in particular as to what the holdup might be. I took a look at some of the comments that RFK Jr. made. My takeaway is the much more conservative tone surrounding access, especially for someone who's been bragging in podcast interviews in recent weeks about having done cocaine off toilet seats in his youth, and is currently in recovery from a lifelong recovery from prior addiction to heroin. So the rhetoric that the Trump administration has enacted, especially RFK Jr. in regards to drug policy, has been at odds with, I think, what many of the drug libertarians that have been particularly hopeful as far as what reform might look like had hoped for.